Left on Music Free Gaming. Got some things I kind of want to show you today. So I'll get to that here in just a moment. First, I'd like to remind you can always like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. So go do that. Okay. So first off, I want to show you a couple of things. First, I'll show you my farm. So, don't know if you remember, but the last episode I was fighting badly with my farm, trying to get not only water to flow in the right direction, but also to build a nice item elevator to bring all this stuff up into this chest. Okay. So, good news is I built it. Bad news is I can't really show it to you because I've already covered it all up. But it is fun. I also have to show you something really silly that happened when I was doing some testing on it. But I can show you real quick how this all works at a high level. So similar to my other auto farm, I've got slabs over water over pumpkins, or jack-o'-lanterns actually. One on that side, one in the middle, one on this side. And uh-oh. I accidentally stepped on my pumpkin. That's just not good at all. Crushed the poor plant. Put it back. Okay. Right, so I've got all this. And just like my other farm and most other automatic harvesting things, I've got droppers here, or excuse me, dispensers, which will then pour out water all over the crops, pushing them into the respective lanes where they eventually flow under here, and down into a hopper and up into the deal here. Now, what's cool, I'll have to go hunt up a link and drop it in the show notes later. I used the silent item elevator from K1 Inc. They had an example on their YouTube channel, so it's definitely worth checking out. So let me show you a little bit. Show you how the elevator works. But I'm going to do this and show you something really silly that happened, because this is just funny. Alright, so I'm running around into my kitchen, which there's now a door on. Yay. Okay, so there's my kitchen. Now, the item elevator builds up, and you see there's the one redstone torch there on top of the... Okay. Well, I wanted to cover the redstone torch, so I thought it'd be fun to... Yeah, I'll just put a couple of trap doors over it. That looks cool, right? Looks fine. So, I neglected to remember that redstone actually opens trapdoors, which I should remember because my stupid sheet pen and stuff. So here's what happens. Let me throw this sugar into the water. And this was funny. So it goes down, gets sucked up into the item. Yep, that happened. So, not quite what I was looking for when it came to a silent elevator. It finally shuts up when the sugar makes it to the top. There's no sugar in there. Oh, there it is. It combined with the other one. What do you know? So it turns out that was dumb. So let me go take those things off now. But it was funny. It was hilarious to watch. It's like, oh, look at this. What the heck is going on? Well, that's what was going on. But yeah, so it then pops up, and I can get it whenever it shows up. So it's actually pretty cool. I can come out here. Let me, the field's not quite ready to harvest, so I'll show you it in action here in just a minute. But it's cool. And I moved my pumpkin farm out here in front. This provides a nice shield to make sure that none of the crops make it past the canal there. Some of them still end up on the sides here. Well, that's no big deal. Those are easy to pick up when I go and replant. And then I left my watermelon farm on this side. And then there's the button on the back way over there, and I'll show you it all work here in a little bit, give those crops a little more chance to grow. But I'll show you how this works, because I decided to go in and take that silent item elevator over here. So you can actually see, I don't know if you saw that number count up. I was cooking tried to cook some wood. So I'll sit here and you can watch this, see that it's actually working. And hey, it's silent. I don't have that annoying click of doom anymore. See, jumped up to 44, which is great. Now this one I can show you because I had to make sure I have access in case the system jams. And I have the very cool painting overhead, so it looks really nice. So let me open this door, and you can come down and see what's going on. So again, the first box is there. It goes in the hopper into the furnace. The second box is above this. So things to cook, you put in that small box, and they go into there. This box, it sucks coal and other usable cooking things. And so you can see all the way down. And again, if I forget it and run out of fuel, this can end up jamming with non-cookable stuff, which would be bad. The other thing I had to do was, remember I had droppers all along the bottom. I had to take those out and replace them with a hopper pipe. So this hopper was already there, and instead of running the droppers here, I just put in 3 hoppers. And what I found is that this dropper pipeline going up, you have to have an even number or this just doesn't work. So you can see, so what happens is when something cooks, right, let's see, I've got the wood cooking in there. It'll fall down into this dropper here, which then triggers all of this stuff. It triggers this, that doesn't need too dirt in it, but it triggers this hopper timer, because remember, hoppers only work when they don't have power. So when this box triggers the comparator, it turns off that torch, the hoppers click, which triggers this thing, which triggers the redstone torches all the way up. And so now I have a fully silent, fully automated furnace. So, yay. And so I just have this, so I have ready access to get down here in case it jams. And it's convenient to show you. But this is the exact same setup I've got for the item elevator in the farm. That one's just a little bit taller. I've got a hopper that sits out in front of it, approximately here, feeds in where the water brings all the crops, feeds them into the box, and then the box just chugs them through and right up to the box at the top. So yeah, a lot of fun. And then I've just threw in a couple of sticky pistons to slide those blocks in. So it provides this nice, nice looking thing, or it will be nicer even once I clean out some of that dirt. Replace it with stone. Actually, why don't I throw some stone in to cook? And I left this glass block here so I can look. It obviously the furnace will throw some light, but I can look in and see that the furnace is actually cooking. All right, so let me show you this. Show you the harvester here, and I'm going to come in here. Let me grab a stack of seeds so I can replant. Grab a stack of carrots. I can replant that, and the potatoes. Because again, I want to replant my field when it's done. And you can see I've got, let's face fact, let me move some of these things out of the way, because boxes and things always fill up from the top left first. So let me move this stuff out of the way here. And all the new stuff will show up chunk, 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 right there, or they'll increase these counts. In fact, you should see the wheat, the seeds, and those carrots. In fact, let me move them over here to make it more obvious. You'll see them. Put them up there. You'll see those count up. So let me show you how this. So let me show you its features, as they say on the Slingshot channel. All right, so I hit the button. Water flows out, pushes most of the crops out to that way. Hit the button again. Obviously, it soaks up the water. All right, we'll go pick up these things that are out here. And it takes it just a few seconds for things to work their way down. But you can see now, seeds are counting up. And yeah, it's just whatever order they happen to fall into the box. So right now it's mostly seeds. There's some wheat. Seeds are counting again. So you can see it automatically pops things back up. And there'll probably be a few potatoes that show up here in a little bit. And so, cool stuff. So let me come out here now and just replant, because that's the other important thing when you're farming. Is turns out it's hard to harvest crops if you do not plant them.
Yeah, it's hard to harvest crops if you don't have the crops.
Well, there's that too. You have to have them if you're going to plant them. So, and what's fun is then you just replant this in whatever order you need. So right now, I usually take this one side and do it all wheat.
Because wheat can be used for food and for breeding animals, which
right.
can also be used for food.
Yeah, that's exactly.
You're not living off of bread your whole life.
That's exactly right. As I can make a lot of bread out of the wheat. I can breed animals with it. So I'll come usually over 2 or 3, and then I can plant some carrots.
Loads of carrots.
Yeah, carrots are delicious.
Potatoes.
And
Yeah.
and now some potatoes. There we go. And what we should see is in this cabinet. So there you go. The seed. Yep. A lot of carrots, a lot of wheat. Throw these back, but it looks like it's done harvesting.
And it looks like there did get some potatoes in.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it did. The potatoes did eventually show up. So good stuff. So that's it. You know, it all goes through to another elevator that comes up on the side. And I'll show you from here because it's a little bit easier. But the elevator, the redstone side of it comes up here. And that's the top of the power. And eventually leads into that box. So So, yep, very cool. I was wondering if I could run some redstone over to this switch so I could trigger the water from here, but decided not to stress about it because it's just, I have to be out there anyway to plant, so it does not matter very much. So yeah, so that's the fun. I'll go hunt up that link, but you can search for it too. It's K1 Inc. Silent item elevator. But let me give you a chance if you want to come off my video. So these are all droppers all the way up. Go to a comparator, block, redstone on the side. All right. You got these two hoppers, and you just slap one item of anything, just something to bounce back and forth between the hoppers. Slap a comparator on one of them. His stuff shows it on this one, which seems to work. And then you just stagger your way up. And with a redstone torch, 2 torches, 1 torch. There are 2 torches here, but you can't see the second one because the block is in the way. That block hides it. But that's how it is. And so when an item goes into the box, you can watch the torches flicker, and it just sends the redstone pulse that the droppers need to trigger everything. And it's silent. But it's only silent again if you have an even number of boxes. I tried it with an odd number of boxes. It did not work. Also, I tried it with droppers here, trying to run power from these torches, that space over here. Let me wander over here. This space over here, I built a repeater clock trying to trigger droppers here. Didn't work. I think you can see some of that in the last Minecraft video. So what I did is I just said, forget about it. Build the hoppers, and you have to make sure you build the hoppers down one. I actually had them 1 hopper here, dropper. Right? The problem is you can't do that with hoppers because they'll suck the items right out of these things up here. So you have to be sure there's a space in between. So there it is. So my very silent automated furnace, which is now happily churning out stone, which I will eventually use to clean up some of this, just make it look a little better.
Yeah, dust off the walls a bit so
Yeah.
there isn't any dirt on them.
Yeah, I've heard some people say, hey, I like to use gravel for floors, like in workplaces, because it's almost like a real workshop, because you'd always have stuff all over the floor, and it would crunch underfoot and stuff. So, but all right, so let me put some of this stuff away. And what I need to do, I end up killing a spider, so I've got some extra string.
Lots of string.
Yeah, the other thing I need to do here is throw that meat away. Well, throw it away. I need to use it. But I need to make sure I don't have any eggs lying around. And that's the cool thing is I've put a crafting table right here. I still have an oven. Don't know how much I'm actually going to use it. But I can just grab the wheat that comes up, run it through the crafting table, and make
like
all
you're
sorts of bread.
chopping bread, and then stick it in the oven. Really, you don't do anything.
Yep.
And then you stick it in the cupboard.
Yep. So easy peasy. I said I'll probably use some of that stone too to replace the dirt that's over here. So that'll look a little better anyway. I don't know if I'm going to throw in some carpet here or what, but
Like some pink carpet.
I'm going to do something. In the meantime, I came here with some multicolored wool in my hands. Let me go bring that back, I think.
You have a lot of bones.
I have lots of bones. Actually, let me think about this. What was I going to... Oh, no, I take that back. Before I do that,
You can get yourself a magenta sheep.
I could.
Those that make
I may.
die.
That's magenta. Actually, what I'm going to do first is
Yellow sheep.
I'm going to make. I need to make 4 beds. I also. Do I have? Let me go pick up some of that stone that's cooking here. Almost done. I threw in a stack of 64. And I want to make some stone slabs. Okay, throw the rest of the stone in there. And I had birch stairs. That'll work. Let me go finish decorating my dungeon. That way I can actually finish a project that I've started. What do you know? I tend to get easily distracted, so you know. All right, down the ladder.
I still have to make a greenhouse in one of my houses.
All right, so let's see. So the bed is going to go here, and then the slabs. Get everything here that I want. I'm going to put one slab there. Oops, not that low. I want it up one. There we go. With stairs facing. Oops, darn it. I may have to put the chair in first. Alright, so put the chair in first. Then I can put the slab in right there. So now there's a desk, a bed, and you know, and there's that. So come do the same thing over here. Put the bed in.
Because you want your prisoners to be at home.
Well, you know, they gotta do something while they're doing their time, right?
You don't want them to be bored. Because having bored prisoners is not fun.
Ah, this way at
They
least.
complain.
Well, then they might riot, and that would be bad. So this way, you know, I've got fun. I mean, how comfortable can it be when it's dripping on you all the time? But
That'd be cold and very, very wet.
yep. So I didn't say it was a comfortable prison.
It's at least somewhat comfortable.
All right. Boom.
Yay! Prison's done.
Pretty much. Oh, darn it. This guy gets an extra pillow. Yes, it happens to be stone, but, you know, he's lucky.
It's better than nothing.
Right. So, I was actually tempted to try to double stack beds here, and make them bunk beds, but don't know that I'm going to do that.
It's not big enough for 2 people.
Well, that's not the point.
Yeah,
I
it
would-
doesn't entirely have
A lot of prison. Well, I was going to try to double stack them. You know, bunk beds.
Yeah, there's still not entirely much room.
Yeah. So, okay. Oh, and now that was the other thing I need to do. So what I need to do is I need to make an iron pickaxe.
Enchant it.
Yeah, I need to enchant it.
Like sticks.
Because what I want to do, I've decided what I'm going to do with that area down in the, down by my canal underneath the Horseville Ranch, is I'm going to make a hockey rink. Because, you know, why not? But to do that, I need something with soft touch. The catch is I can't tell when I'm going to get soft touch. I don't know if I need is it a level 3? Or does it just show up?
It just shows up anywhere.
So, alright, well, hit it with the efficiency. No. Now I just have an efficiency 3 pickaxe.
Which would be really nice.
Which is pretty nice, I have to admit. But the problem is I need ice. And I can't get ice. You can't just mine ice. It doesn't work that way. So you need to do it with an efficiency pickaxe. So, or not efficiency, yeah, soft touch, silk touch, whatever pickaxe. So, yeah, bring the carpet with me too. Because I think what I'll do, I don't know, because what I need to do is put the ice over the wool to. Oh, darn it! Oh, come back here, horse. I have to put the ice over the wool so you can see the colors and stuff. But unfortunately, oh, goodbye, pig.
Yeah, for me, I've got a natural talking rink.
Well,
Pretty cool.
I've got some fun. Whoa, okay, that was close. I've got some places where there's ice, but so what I'll have to do is I'll have to dig it out, lay down the wool. It's going to be the colors underneath it, and then brown sheep. I don't have a lead to take him home, so he gets to live another day. This cow, on the other hand, is going to give me leather. Maybe not voluntarily. Turns out there aren't many cows that will voluntarily give you their skin. It's weird, I know, but... Alright, so coming into view here soon. And there it is. So there is the edge. The lighthouse is right about here as you cross this. You have to let it draw in. See how far back I can actually see it. So there it is, way back there. Let's see, can I see it from... No, there are trees in the way. Wolf killed a sheep. I suppose I should at least pick up the wool. Okay. Yeah, can't see it because the trees are in the way. But, come on, save. That's okay. But there it is. So you can actually see the lighthouse from way over here. Yep. Yeah. Let me grab a couple of flowers. Okay. Alright. So yeah, you can actually see that lighthouse from quite a ways away, actually. It's pretty cool.
From like a Minecraft mile away?
Yeah, it's definitely up there. Alright.
Well, horses are only 6 feet long.
That's... Alright. See, now here I still have the loud, obnoxious ticking oven. I think I'm... Well, let me see. Let me go ahead and cook this stuff. And that should show up there pretty soon. So, you know, loud, obnoxious ticking is all in vogue. Did I have leather here? Did I move it all? Maybe I moved it all. Alright, well, take this dye anyway. Throw all of this wool in here. All of the wool. Did I get it all? think so.
Looks like it.
Don't need that lever with me. I do want to leave these sunflowers. Oh, I left those other flowers back at the ranch. Or at the Happy Valley. Yep, see? That's all done.
Yay! Happy me.
Turn off the thing. Let me see. What would all... Because this design... No, I swiped that design from elsewhere. It's got this other... Because I could well, no, I'd have to go down 2 and... Actually, might have to go up even more. Down more. And add a 4th dropper to do this one silently. Which would really suck. But it wouldn't be too bad, I suppose. But for now, it's okay. I will let it be. In the meantime... Eat one of them. Don't look at a box or the door, for that matter. Okay. When you're trying to eat things. Doesn't work so well. Come out here, check on my garden over this. Whoops.
Well, that didn't work.
Yeah, so this is another place where I could build a, where I could use a silent elevator, because it's all clicky here too. But this farm still needs some growing time, so. Clear out some of this just for my own. Okay. But I want to come check on my sheep. Make sure I'm getting enough grass in the pen over here that they're breeding. This one's fine. Because I only have like 4 sheep. This one's a little tougher. Ah, so there's my brown sheep. So it looks like I'm doing okay here. However, I'm going to need a whole boatload of white if I'm going to be doing a hockey rink. But I also need lots of blue and lots of red for the blue line. What I also need to do is go hunt up the dimensions so that I can get at least a semi close. Come on, close the gates. Thank you. The gate's just for me, so I don't fall in. So. Yeah, chickens doing things, pigs being pigs. Alright, more sheep. This is another one where I've got some... Just have to make sure I don't get too many sheep in one of the pens, otherwise they don't... otherwise bad things. They don't breed. They don't grow wool. Alright. So I'll flood the cages. And this works, again, the same principle as the farm. The water pushes everything out. The animals don't suffocate because all of those blocks are transparent. But they also can't leave the cages. So yeah, turn all that off. And unfortunately, I have to keep going down here to harvest everything. Not bad, but annoying a little bit.
That was where you were going.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of made sense at the time. So, but what I don't know how I want to do is if I want to try to use carpet and layer ice blocks on top of it, or if I have to use the wool blocks. I know that the stuff is going to float, right? So, like this. Right, so let me drop some carpet here. So the way this is going to... So if I put the carpet there, right, stuff is going to float. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to see the carpet through that. Right.
I don't know how you're going to be able to see wool through the ice either. But...
Right, well, the wool will be a little bit easier. But... And it'll all happen... I'm going to have to clean out a bunch. Hey, Scott, how's it going? I have to clean out a bunch of space down here. Let me take a look at it. Try not to turn my boat into splinters again. You know, I don't know if did I build a boat dock down here? I don't know that I did. I may not have. Well, let me, that's alright. The boat's not going anywhere serious, so. Stop. Stop. Put the brakes on. Okay. So, all I have to do then is I have to dig out a bunch here. Oh, you know what I could do for the... Instead of white wool... No, the white wool would be better. I was saying I could do some polished diorite, but I don't think that would look good under the ice.
No.
So I think it'll be white wool. So yeah, I'll just have to clean out a whole bunch of rock to build the ice rink. And I've got plenty of blue and red wool that I'll be able to do the red line and the blue lines and all that good stuff. So now, I don't know how well I'm going to be able to do the circles. That's going to be... I'll have to map all of that out and see, but... Especially because it's as blocky as Minecraft is. But yeah, see, I've got lots of room going over this way. And I've got this whole area here. So if I do it... So I should be able to lay the rink out. One goal at this end where the box and the crafting table are. And the other goal down at this end somewhere. It's just going to mean a lot of digging. So, unfortunately, I don't have a soft touch pickaxe to go mine the ice. And I don't think you can craft it. So,
No, you can't.
which is, and I would like to be able to craft ice.
So would I.
The other thing I might do is instead of white wool, I could make blocks of snow,
Yeah.
which would be a more solid white, I think.
Yeah, it would.
I've got lots of snow.
That's what you make a snow golem, then you can
Have unlimited.
put that in somewhere and have unlimited snow. So don't have to.
Put a snow golem, I get unlimited snow. How does that work?
It
Snow golems place snow wherever they want.
Oh,
And if you dig snow out that's directly underneath them, then
It automatically.
then you can just
regenerates.
oh, I
Yeah.
see.
So
Okay,
you have infinite
interesting.
snowballs.
Very interesting. All right. Well, since my sheep are all woolly again, I'll come back and shear them. I guess they're not all woolly, but they're getting there. Come on, sheep, eat faster. Alright, again, those pigs. I need to put signs up there. Sheep ahead, you know. Sheep pen, socks imminent. something like that. Speaking of socks, if you're looking for some place that's got really nice, warm things, or really stylish things you want to get for your mother for Mother's Day, go to lovinghandscrochet.etsy.com. Lots of good stuff there. Almost nothing of it is wool, but warm and fuzzy stuff anyway. So check all that out. Again, that's lovinghandscrochet.etsy.com. Lots of great stuff for Mother's Day, so there you go. You're still needing ideas. Alright, and I still don't have enough eggs to try to repopulate my my chicken and feather farm. So, because yeah, a regular snow block is what, almost solid white, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I'm going to have to get a shovel, because I've got a mountaintop that gets a lot of snow. So, oh, darn it. I'm going to run up here, put the shears back in the box. In fact, I'll even have a shovel, so that'll be great. I think I'm going to leave the eggs here in this box, because that's where I'm going to want them. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to go wander back there. I'll start digging up some snow. And see what I still haven't figured out how I'm going to deal with the entrance on this side of the building. I'm halfway tempted just to leave it closed off. If I need to go that way, go out the drawbridge and out. But I kind of want to have some sort of access over here. But, and obviously it's going to have to happen over here, so I'll figure out something. In the meantime, oh, that's almost done. That's good. In the meantime, let me run back to where all of my snow is and go shovel some snow, which is a lot more fun to do in Minecraft than in real life. Not a huge fan of shoveling snow. Unfortunately, I live in Colorado and it snows. Heck, it snowed. Yeah, in April. It snowed this morning. Not a lot, and it ended up turning to rain in the afternoon. And hey, all of the snow has melted now. But still. We actually had shovelable amounts of snow. What was it, last week? Yeah, last week. Yes. Oh, look. Well, I can definitely... Oops. Try not to pick up the sand. I don't care about the sand. Unfortunately, I do not have... I still don't have my soft touch pickaxe. And since there's no way of guaranteeing yourself certain enchantments, I just have to keep wasting enchantments until I get one. I had a soft touch diamond pickaxe at one point, but no, it fell into the lava when I was killed by a ghast, which was annoying. Yeah. How much space do I have? Oh, plenty of space. Every day I'm shoveling. Yay, snow.
Snow for sale. I've got way too much overhead.
I'm trying to very carefully not throw my horse into the water. It's kind of how poor Bob died, so I'd like to not kill off another horse. Oh.
Especially not Speedy.
Speedy's good. Of course, I'm now shovelless, so I guess I leave the rest of that snow. I also happen to live right next to a snowy forest. So I have plenty of snow.
Yeah, and best of all, you won't run out because it's unlimited snow.
Because it's a snowy forest. So there will be lots and lots of snow. And see, I've got this whole mountaintop. So I will have snow in abundance. That'll be even easier than trying to get all of that by way of white sheep. Okay. I really didn't want to drown another horse. That would be sad. Okay. In we go. Down. Oh. Alright. There you go, Speedy. Have a nice rest.
I'm sure that diamond armor would be very uncomfortable.
I would think so. Okay, so
You'd think it would be heavy.
let's see. Snow bricks. Is that under? That must be under this one. Right?
It's actually short.
There it is. Okay, so if I see, that's going to look pretty nice.
Unfortunately, you
I'll.
have to take that out and shovel.
Oh, that's fine. I have to make shovels anyway. Just checking to see if I have it. Do I? Where is it?
Near the bottom.
Up near the bottom. Okay, fair enough. That's all right. I can make plenty more.
It's a very pathetic shovel.
That's all right.
Oh yeah, when you dig it out, you only get snowballs.
Oh, that's fine.
Fortunately, it's enough to make a block.
Yep. So let me go ahead and. Huh, I can just make snow. Well, that's okay too.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say I could just lay out the wool and the snow, but I want the icy effect because you still slide on ice in Minecraft. So. All right. Well, then let me store some snow.
Best of all, torches won't melt it unless you put a torch.
Yeah, unless I put a torch like right on it.
Yeah, they won't melt.
All right. So let's see. What is the daylight outside? Oh, bright and sunny. That's just peachy. Yep. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
A little room.
I could. The other thing I want to build... I want to build one. I don't know if I want to spend the iron to build an iron golem and have it run around my homestead, but I might.
Iron gold, yeah, iron gold.
I mean,
Buff.
there's a trophy for doing it, you know. So. But they're expensive. That's a lot of iron to throw
Yeah.
it. Because it's,
6 iron for one.
what is it, 4
4
blocks?
blocks.
Yeah, 4 iron blocks, which is 9
9
iron
blocks.
ingots each, which is so that,
Takes 36 iron.
yeah. So that's kind of expensive. Now, admittedly, I just blew more than that on machinery, but what am I doing? Okay.
There's a lot of snow.
Yep.
You get exactly 2 snowballs per thing of snow you dig out.
Yeah. So.
Always.
So. And that's some. I'm not sure how much I'm going to need right now,
No.
but. Alright, how am I doing for... Oh, I am out of space. Ah.
You can probably craft the blocks right now.
Oh, that's right,
Yeah,
I can,
actually.
because I don't need a crafting table to do that.
And actually, it's shorter up. That's the way I go.
Okay.
And it serves for easy storage.
Yeah, certainly a lot faster than... However, it's also getting to be night, so let me wander
Let's
back.
make another.
I can. I'll worry about that later. Let me wander back up. I'll sleep the night away. and then go out and dig up some more snow.
I like your fireplace.
The fireplace is cool.
Almost a dog spawns.
Yes. Well, and it's all stone brick. I do have a little bit of a chimney there that you can kind of see. Doesn't go anywhere, of course, but it's there. And then, yeah, just a nether rack and an iron fence. A little expensive, but I did the exact same thing out here in Monster Pond at the this deck. Or no, it is down. Except I did the fence all the way to the top. Left it plain stone behind it, still used the stone brick on the front. But yeah, and then I just used the solid fence all the way up. Which works. And
Remember when it was actually a pond?
yes, that was funny. I'm going to go up here and... Oh, actually, the other reason I'm going to come up here is I have more snow. Oh, I apparently have some iron up here, too. I've left a bunch of crap up here. Okay, so there's more snow.
There's a lot of
Like I said,
snow upstairs.
up here now, I'm high enough that it snows all the time. So there's lots of snow all over the place.
All the time.
Yeah. What I need to do up here too
Here's
is...
your window.
Oh yes, that's the entrance to the Happy Valley. Or one of them. It was the first entrance to it. I never use it anymore because I'm always on a horse, but it's just easier to walk through the the powered gate, you know. But
Yeah, the cool thing about that is that it's close and you don't have to go much anywhere. You
Yep.
wanna walk.
yep, so this is good. How am I doing space-wise? Doing okay. Let's try not to kill myself. That would be unfortunate. I highly
We're out of
recommend against suicide, even if it's just in Minecraft.
yeah. There you go. Get your stuff back.
Well, more or less. Some of it, anyway. For all my luck, all I would have left would be snowballs, and all of my armor and everything would be gone.
Yeah, a way to do that would be crouch.
Yeah, I could crouch. But
Crouching saves lives.
crouching saves lives. Yes, let that be a lesson. Important life lessons from Minecraft. Crouching saves lives.
It actually does. I mean,
Oh, it does. That's absolutely correct.
and it prevents you from falling off edges. That's one thing.
Alright. I need a just combine an all button.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, so will you just combine all of these into blocks, please?
But I fill this all with this material.
Alright. Yep, I'm gonna go. I'll have to look. Somebody probably has a hockey rink pattern for Minecraft already. I'd be shocked if somebody didn't, so I'll have to go hit the Google. The Google knows all and tell some of it. This is my original footbridge over to this island where I'm sending a bunch of this snow off the cliff, but... Oh, there is a dog outside. Okay. Oops. The other problem with using a shovel is, hey, guess what? It digs out the dirt really fast, too.
I want to go make more blocks.
I still have some room.
Yeah, you go till you're out of room and then you make blocks.
Yeah, I'll go till I'm out of room or my shovel breaks. Whichever comes first.
Probably be the space.
Probably.
So that was pretty.
And annoying, it only goes to 16.
Yeah.
Only it went to 64.
Would
Nope.
be a lot.
Now I'm out of space. Clicky, 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 clicky. Yeah, I'm not sure how much snow I'm gonna need, but
We'll get a lot.
yeah, I'll get as much as I can here. Oh, might as well shovel the walkway into the church.
Because that's pretty good.
Who wants to be stepping through, like, pretty deep snow?
Yeah, you know, try to make it safer. At least until it snows again.
Which might not be for a while, knowing your world. Some worlds live worse weather.
Yeah, it's on this is high up on a mountaintop, so which is also a fun song. You know, sing high on a mountaintop. But, all right. Yay, snow!
We're shoveling the whole thing. Eventually, the whole world will be
Yep.
clean of snow.
Oh, looks like I am out of
Space already.
block again. All the blocks. Okay.
More snow.
Yay, snow. Oh, and that is the end of my shovel. So,
Make more blocks.
no, I can make more blocks. Yes.
Ready?
Okay.
Make more blocks.
Well, time to go run back to the... Let's see. This way. Work. Take the back path. I really need to finish this walkway. I was originally going to do the granite up, but turns out you can't make granite stairs, which is annoying.
Yeah.
So I used stone brick and then decided that, hey, I like the stone brick flanked by the polished granite. So I need to go do all of that too, but you know, one of those mini projects I have yet to finish.
Yeah. I'd like to have a lot of project in progress.
Gives you something to do, you know?
When you're tired of one project, you can go to another.
Alright, so
Then I
let's
have the problem of which project to do.
let's come down and see how much snow I've got.
A lot.
Yeah. Alright. Oh. That's a bunch. Let's see. Let me Google here real quick. Minecraft ice hockey. Hockey spelled with an E. Rink. Okay. Bunch of YouTube ones. Come on. All I want is a I don't want a YouTube one. I can't. It's okay. 2 months of work, fine. Oh, thank you. I don't know that I plan on putting all the bleachers and stuff in, but you know. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. Oh, there we go. Hockey arena project. So, just take a quick look. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna build the whole stadium. There's some pretty impressive. I mean that's There's some pretty impressive things out there. I just want to know approximately how much floor space am I going to need? Okay. How's the weather? Okay, not bad. Let me... Oops, that's a closet. Also, since I'm... Leave the hoe there. How's the garden growing? Not bad. Not done yet, but not bad. Alright. Well, let me see. I have an axe. That'll make this faster. Come in here and harvest my pumpkins and stuff.
As long as you don't harvest your floor.
Yep. Well, I just put those panels over there to make walking over those canals a little easier. So, unfortunately, you can't use an auto harvester on pumpkins or melons.
Yeah, but using an axe
But-
gets you like 7 slices per melon.
Yeah, so... Oh, look.
Another one.
Pumpkin take 2. Fair enough. Alright. Cool. Just,
So all those melons in there.
I may have to take those slices and make them into new melons, but... Alright. Alright, plants. Throw that in there. And I need to make a zillion new... Oh, I still had one other shovel. Cool. Good. Put some of these things away that I'm not going to need for now. Well, I'll leave the bow and arrow. You never know when you're going to get attacked by something annoying. However, I'm going to organize a little bit so I don't lose a shovel. Okay. Ta-da!
Very somewhat organized.
Yep. It's night, so let me go,
Sleep.
Yep, sleep the night away.
At least you didn't get your bathroom this time.
Yes. I didn't try to go sleep in the bathroom. Now, you probably could. I wonder if you drown. If you put a bed and then put water over the bed and then tried to sleep, does it let you do that? Oh, actually, I want to go up.
It might. I don't know.
I don't know. I've never tried it. That could be... Oh, something just died. I just heard a zombie croak. Alright.
Zombie frog. Frogs croak.
Frogs do croak. Apparently, so did that zombie.
Well, you can wipe off the sides.
I could. I think I'm going to come over here where it's a little easier.
Where there's a little bit more snow.
Yep. And lots of snow.
Shovel up the entire mountain. Well, that's good.
Yeah, how would you like that job? Your job is to go shovel this mountain. Get all the snow.
And bring it back to headquarters. But you have
Whoa.
1 year.
Well, one day.
Yeah, just be
Yeah,
glad.
1 second.
I mean, oh, that was close. You don't have to, shovel snow off the ski resorts. Of course, they kind of want the snow, but you know what I mean.
I have to go shovel the snow off a mountain and then put them onto the ski resorts.
I'm going to be a little careful here on this edge. Really careful. Edge over, thank you. Okay. You know, I don't like heights in general. Minecraft does not help that.
Especially when you're up on a post
Yeah,
as high up as you can build.
you know, sometimes, you know. Actually, that's one thing I want to do too, just for grins, is build a giant diving board that I can jump off of and onto slime blocks, and just build a giant trampoline.
Doing.
Yeah, that would be fun.
I once went down from the max all the way down to the bottom of bedrock. Well, bottom like slime. Because I put slime there.
Yep. Oh, you can have all sorts of fun. There's a trophy too, I think, for jumping onto a slime block and bouncing up like 30 blocks. So, get all sorts of fun. I don't think I want to be that close to that edge. So,
There will that snow out.
yep,
At least you brought a whole bunch of shovels.
I did bring a whole bunch of shovels. I don't have a snowblower, so
I wish you could make a snowblower.
I wonder if you could suck in snow with a container or with a dropper. I don't think you can.
Oh no. I need a snowblower.
Well, what I was thinking is if I could attach one to a clock circuit. I think I'm going to be real careful here. And just lock it underneath the snow golem and just let it automatically connect the snow. Or collect all the snow that he spawns. Yes, it would be great. But I think the game is smart enough to not let you do that. It would be annoying, but you know. Alright. Ooh, you know, I bet there's some up on the roof. Let me wander up there. Up on the roof. Alright. Yeah, yes, that was right.
Don't fall from that.
No, I intend to not fall off my temple. That would be bad. Okay. Really? Be nice if my snow didn't fall off the edge.
Like it just did.
Yeah, like it just did.
At least it didn't fall into lava, right?
You know, I've had enough falling into lava for one game.
I've only fell into lava once. I've only died twice.
I've fallen.
Because I was running really fast down a passageway and didn't notice the lava, so I jumped over a block.
Yeah, right into the lava. Yeah, it's well, I've rarely fallen into it because I've been careless. I think that's happened a couple of times.
I've fallen into lava 3 times and died once.
But I did fall into it a couple of times because I got hit by a ghast. Oh, it's a little cloudy.
Yeah,
I don't think there's a chance of meatballs.
don't think so.
Um,
It'd be cool if we could rain meatballs.
Unless, of course, they're 3 feet wide.
yeah, or they become sentient.
When I landed in spaghetti sauce.
Yes, if you haven't seen it, take a chance and go see Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. That's a fun movie. The second one is, I don't think is quite as good,
Cute.
but is kind of funny.
The marshmallows are cute.
Yes.
They're super cute and they don't want to die.
Yeah, I mean they're both fun movies. The second one or the first one I think is better, but again, fun.
Yay, no more cloud in the face.
Let's try not falling off the top, huh?
Yeah. And clouds are the exact reason why I built my island above cloud level.
Well, you know, this is where the mountain was. I didn't realize it was cloud level until I built it. The good news is, it's only the very top of the roof here is at cloud level. Because it would be really inconvenient for the clouds to go through my building into the church.
It's a sign.
Yes, it's a sign now. Congratulations on your marriage. Looks like it's going to be cloudy. No.
There was a cloud over the tabernacle by day, right? So
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
it's just the cloud.
No. No. Yes.
Ah,
It had 2 HP once. It had half of its HP plus.
all right.
And that's I've ever gotten.
So what are you playing over there?
Mega Man.
Oh, Mega Man. Cool. Yeah. That's a game I never had when I was growing up. It was Mega Man. I never had the systems it was on. I think it was a Sega exclusive.
Yeah.
But I didn't have a Sega. I had Nintendo and I had Atari.
That was way back when in the old days.
Yeah, back in the old days when rocks were soft and dirt was clean. And what?
And people played the Atari.
And-
I grew up playing the Atari.
You did. That's true. I don't know how much you actually played on the Atari. Some, yes.
I think I played on the Atari once.
Yeah, well, it helps that it's not hooked up right now.
Yeah.
It's still there, I just don't have it hooked up.
Cloud.
Yep, so pretty much the cloud lives up... Ooh, left some snowballs up here.
Well, it's not
Yeah.
glowing.
Oh, hell, the glow cloud. Yeah, the good news is it pretty much just stays at this level. So I don't really even have clouds in the attic. But,
You know, Mom, you know how this guy.
okay. Wrong way.
There's some lights. Now,
All right.
does it? Next ones appear.
Down we go.
and almost the instant they appear, they shoot. So it went boom.
You know what's really annoying?
We moved in like.
Is you cannot put
No.
carpet on top of glowstone.
Kill me.
Can't.
Or at least I couldn't. No, I could. I just take that back. What could I? Oh, I couldn't put doors on top of glowstone.
Yeah.
Is it getting to be night? Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, you can't put doors on top of glowstone. Carpet you can. Doors you cannot.
Big of a mission too. Like.
The other interesting problem is how am I going to have enough lights on the stadium
Hard mode is
to keep monsters from spawning on the ice?
pure evil.
Or do I not care and I could just end up with zombies versus skeletons on the ice? As long as they don't go creeper on me.
Actually,
Three.
if you put like torches like 3 or so blocks above the ice,
We'll put it below the ice.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have wool, though, between the ice.
Yeah. What if you use carpet or whatever?
Yeah, if I use... The carpet's transparent. My only concern about using carpet is how well you're actually going to see it through the ice block.
Oh, I figured out a way.
So, alright, I think do one more day's worth of...
Let's have skeletons and zombies.
Oh, I need a couple more sticks.
Is that right?
Okay.
It had to be zombie pigmen though to do this.
Alrighty.
You have a skeleton.
Alright, let
You
me
have
sleep real quick.
skeletons and you have some zombie pigmen.
Up and up
You
and up.
hide behind zombie pigmen. Don't attack. Skeletons shoot at you. Zombie pigmen attack skeletons and skeletons attack back. and now you have
And-
hockey.
Yes, skeletons and zombie pigmen attacking each other?
Yeah, because if you have the
It's
skeletons
totally the
attack
same as
zombie
hockey.
pigmen, then the zombie pigmen will attack the skeletons.
You know, actually,
In other words,
let me go out into the forest and go,
Hi.
where's my secret door? Right there. It's so secret. You have to walk through a waterfall. Okay. I'm a happy snow shoveler. Yeah, speaking of shoveler, have you ever seen the movie Mystery Men? Where one of the heroes is the shoveler. He's the best shoveler in the world. Yep. Cat seems happy over there. Daughter has picked up the cat. This is my patient cat. He's pretty okay with it most of the time. Oops. Well, I guess I don't need that part of the hill there. Again, the problem with using a shovel is the dirt goes away really fast too. But that's the only way to get snow, so. Alright, so let's see. Anybody out there paying attention to the NFL draft? I don't follow college sports, so the most I got is, hey, they drafted a guy. Great, he has a name, he plays a position. That's about all I know. Shovels, shovels, toils and troubles. If you're putting your snowballs in the cauldron, you must want water because. Okay, a little icy pond right there.
It's a shame throwing snowballs into water doesn't turn into ice.
Yeah, that would be really nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Then I could just flood the place and throw snowballs at it.
Yeah, that would be really nice, but you know, it might work with flowing water.
No.
I don't think so. I don't think you can craft or make ice in any way.
You can't.
Yeah. See, this is why I have kids. They do research for me, so I don't have to.
I was just trying to see if it was possible to build a palace on survival.
Oh.
Even if it were above water, you can't.
Yeah. Did you make it out of glass? Or was it...
Packed.
Oh, it's all packed ice that yours?
Or it will be when I get around to building it.
Oh.
It'll be a while.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's fun. My daughter's been building a really cool underwater palace. And she's building all of these... Well, actually, it's a whole underwater city. And so she's got all these domes she's got going on, and oops, I don't need the mushroom. I also don't need the seeds. So it's really cool, but it's apparently hard to get all of the... It would be impossible to build in survival, I guess. You couldn't get enough glass to be able to build it, and... look at all the snow. And you said the palace was going to be all packed ice?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, you can't do craft packed ice. And
Yeah.
the only place you can find it is in one biome. Which
Yeah.
is super rare.
Well, what's the ice that you find just in the water in a...
Normal ice.
That's just normal ice, huh? Okay.
Packed ice you only find in the ice spikes biome.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen that one. I may have to go research seeds and stuff just to see what some of this stuff.
I have a world seed for it.
Well, that's right. You went out and hunted for one, didn't you?
Yeah.
Just to see what it was like? Or is that where your survival game is?
No, I have to have a world seed for it.
Just go take a look.
I'm not
Okay.
going to get to first I'm gonna die first.
Well, that's what happens when you play a hard level. It's hard.
Well, I need to play hard level to get Model O.
Ah, yes, the infamous Model O.
Which I've beaten on every
So-
difficulty except for hard.
Slightly followed by the Model OMG.
And then there's Model OW.
Ow!
But then again, those are the most powerful models ever, so people will be saying ow.
Right, yeah. Okay. More snow, more snow, more snow.
Then there's O. I can't wait for till I get O, because then I'll be OX.
You will be an ox?
Yeah.
Yes, it's Mega Ox. He can pull an ox cart faster than anybody.
Yep.
Do you need a field plowed? Called Mega Ox. Okay. You know, with a shovel, I practically am a snowblower, you know. I wish I could shovel snow this fast in real life, you know, just...
Oh, yeah.
Chung, 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 chung,
Yeah,
chung.
I died before I even got to the boss, and that's super difficult to do.
How did you even manage that?
Ah, snow. Belong before we all were there with snow. Yeah, there's another fun one. If you haven't had a chance to see the movie White Christmas, that's a fun one. May not be the season for it right now, but unless you live around here where it's...
It's still not white.
Well, no, all the snow melted, so it's, you know... Okay, how's the sun doing? The sun seems...
Still shining.
The sun is shining. The sun is still shining. Well, you know... Well, that's fine. I am out of shovels, so I guess it's time to call it quits for the day. Oh, boy. Let me go... How did I do on my... Not too bad. Not too bad at all. So, yep. So this snow forest is less snowy.
Now it's more like the less snowy counterpart.
Yeah, now it just looks like a spruce forest. So,
Actually, more accurately, it used to look like its snowy counterpart because
right.
the actual biome name is snowy, whatever it's called.
Oh, okay. Snowy spruce forest or something silly.
Yeah. Starts
All right.
with T, but
Well, that's a lot of snow. Hopefully that'll be enough that I'll be able to build the hockey rink. But if not, if not, I've got plenty of snow. Hey, if you'd like to support the show, you can donate at Music Free Gaming. GoFundMe.com/musicfreegaming. Or you can become a patron by going to Patreon.com/musicfreegaming and just becoming a monthly patron, which is also cool. Get some of this, harvest some of the sugar and stuff. Yeah. Just throw it all in the water. Yep, you can do that. You could also, if you're looking for Music Free Gaming merch, because who isn't looking for Music Free Gaming merch? You can go to cafepress.com/musicfreegaming, where there's all sorts of good stuff, you know, t-shirts and other fun things. So check all of that out. Grow faster. I could throw bones at them, but grow, my pretties. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and harvest what I've got, because why not? I really should put some stairs there or something just so I can see how far along they are. Or just put a timer. Hey, after 10 seconds it fires again, you know. Pick up all the stuff that ended up in the middle. Alright, I'm going to need some more seeds to plant this. Oh, poison potato.
Poison potatoes in a different box.
That's fine. Carrots are good. Grab a few more potatoes. I think that's enough. Go ahead and throw the wheat in there. So the other reason you use slabs is so you can just step right off of it onto your farmland without ruining your farmland. Alright. It's all planted? That's all planted. Yay. Alright, fine. I guess I'll... Gotta actually make it into the water to throw it. Okay. So plant some carrots. It actually doesn't really matter because the harvest... I don't have to... Oops, I could eat them, I suppose. The the harvester is just gonna wash them all in there. Anyway, it's just how many of what do you want? So there we go. And again, you can see it all picked up. So it's counting up new seeds over there. And it takes a while for everything to climb up the elevator, but it works. So sorry, I'm looking at something here. Don't know what I'm looking at, but I'll just combine some of that. Okay, so let me do some of this actually. This way, it'll fill up nicely in order. And, oops. Yeah, oh, I do have even more seeds. Look at that. Maybe I'll move the carrots over a little bit. Since I have lots of carrots, it turns out. Oops, darn it. See, the nice thing is it will automatically try to keep things full.
And you have more carrots.
Yeah, I'll get moved in here in a minute. Okay. So actually the melons I want to put in a different box. Pumpkins I want to put in a different box. Okay. And that should... put the sugar up there too. Yeah, why not? Okay, so that will nicely... oops, down here. Actually, let me go ahead and reorder this a little bit more. So while you're sitting there bored out of your mind watching me move carrots around, like the video, subscribe to Music Free Gaming, all of that good stuff, because you know, or you can even just go out and tell all of your friends about Music Free Gaming and maybe talk them all into subscribing. I don't care how you do it. Blackmail them if you have to. No, I'm just kidding. Move the seeds over here too. End up with lots of seeds. Can you use seeds? I don't think you can use seeds for anything else.
They're just for breeding chickens
Yeah.
and planting. And maybe if there's a farmer, you could probably trade a bunch of them in for.
Oh, that's true. I might be able to feed them to a farmer.
And trade them in for emeralds, but.
Yeah, I'll have to go look. So that'll be cool. So when it fills up, it will all be organized because it'll try to fill in where there's existing stuff. So allow me to demonstrate. Let me take 3 of these seeds and throw the seeds in. Take a minute to go climb the elevator, but there you can see them. They all loaded up right there. So it'll keep the box organized, and as long as you keep one of everything in there, it'll just stack up where you want to. What it won't do is accept anything else. So there is that problem. So if you keep a couple of spaces free, so that if you chuck other things in here, it's got a place to go. Then it'll be safer. So if I decide to harvest pumpkins and just chuck the pumpkins in the water, I can do that. All right, cool. So, oh, that's so fun. Let's see. The rest of my stone should be done cooking here. Yep. So I have lots and lots of stone. Yep. I do. It'll be good because then I can use it to replace some of this dirt. Matter of fact, since I'm talking about it, I'll just come do that over here right now.
Make it look pretty.
Yeah. It'll at least look better. I'm going to get sort of that more natural cave look, I guess. There. That looks a little better. Uh-oh. Come with me, dog. Something walked across one of my trap doors out here. Or one of my entrances. Looks like they were smart enough to stay outside, though. So, all right, come on in. Or the dogs will stay there. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Please like the video, subscribe to Music Free Gaming, and you can follow me on Twitter's at Music Free Gaming, Facebook.com/Music Free Gaming, and if you want to just chat about random gaming news or tech news, head over to Reddit.com/r/Music Free Gaming. Hit the subreddit there. So, all right, I will chat with you later. I'll be back Monday, I think is the plan. So, till then, be excellent to each other. And this is Music Free Gaming signing off.